Let this be a short video of hope. Hope that my soul, starved for the rejuvenating feeling of experiencing good art, will once again have its fill. I'm about to watch the first episode of Foundation, which is a show based on the same books by Isaac Asimov that is iconic for the genre. Now, it's important for me to stress that I have not read the source material. I tried to read the first book many years ago. It hit me as overly dry and economic sounding, so I put it down and never picked it up since. I mean, I was a kid, so I don't blame myself. The books might be amazing, but I was still a dumb, dreamy child, so I can bestow on little Christian the gift of forgiveness. That being said, I've made the decision not to read the books even now before I watch the show. I want to go in blind and experience it for what it is, even at the cost of spoiling the books for myself. I feel okay with that, because I'm certain that in any case the books will be a million times better, even if I read them spoiled. While the TV series, if I watch it knowing what will happen, and if it turns out to be additionally dumb, then my experience will be completely negative. Now in contrast, if I sacrifice spoiling the books for myself and go into the show blindly, then at least the show might have the chance to surprise me, thus giving me a better experience overall, even if it's to some extent crap, which I suspect it will be. And I can give you an example of that from my real-life experience. Game of Thrones, by popular opinion, famously got worse at season 5, with the previous 4 seasons being considered perfect. However, I've always thought it actually started getting transparently stupid at season 4. I could see all the fan service around Tyrion and Oberyn, I could see the villain cartoonization of Cersei and blah blah, and I disliked it even then, as all the fans were cheering like crazy around the world. And interestingly, I used to think that I was beginning to see this earlier because the show was actually getting dumber. But in fact, there was something else that I did between watching season 3 and 4. This was actually the time where I read the books. So first 3 seasons I went in blind and I loved them. Then I read the books, saw season 4 and hated it. And when I tried to get to the bottom of it, I didn't start hating it at season 4 because it actually got shittier. The show had been like this even before, but I started hating it because, having now read the books, the show just looked shittier in comparison. And so now, my understanding is, watching the show first can definitely weaken the experience of the books, but reading the books first can absolutely destroy experiencing the show. So in the case of Foundation, I choose to make the smaller sacrifice. Let me see the show first. If it turns out to be crap, at least I'll have it with a dose of suspense. And as a bonus, I'll always have the book reading to lean on and console with later. And with that, wish me luck with watching this. I hope it doesn't give me brain damage.